Wait. Have a Japanese reflex. Yeah.
Hey, welcome back to another amazing episode of The Careful Boy. Kalyne here as well.
She's being extra careful today.
Is this careful?
I don't like when you do that.
Extra.
That was a really weird.
Hey, you're actually good at that.
That was
He does it a lot though.
Do it to Ryan.
No, it's cool.
Oh my god.
Oh fuck, dude.
And this is why I'm extra careful.
That was such a
And the wheel fell off.
that was such a non-manly like.
Good thing it was rubber too.
When you see guys do it at the bar, you never expect them to go.
That still definitely looks like it's about to fall out. Oh, it's falling out.
Oh shit. You're supposed. Isn't the thing you're supposed to go 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1?
Probably.
Yeah. That's the actual like regulation.
But I think we like the more.
Dude, come on, go full out. Go full out.
I don't really like that.
And if you hurt yourself, you have to turn Japanese. Wait. Have a Japanese reflex. Yeah.
Holy shit, that's very fast, dude.
Oh man,
There's no way I can
that's
do that.
scary.
I want to chop my finger out twice already.
Do it with the axe next.
Dude, you'd be the coolest guy at the bar though.
Try with a real knife. Do it with a
What the fuck?
It's too big.
Oh my god.
You're gonna lose a finger.
Real knife? Wait, what's the real topic of the day? What the hell is happening
You're
today?
gonna
Hurt him, dude.
All right. And something that I just thought it would be a great conversation for us to chat about because it's in the news.
Did you
But it's not
purposely
in the news.
match your watch to your jacket?
Yeah, stop everything and answer us.
See, that's cool. He's
sick.
very
Yeah,
fashionable.
he's sick.
I do try too hard.
I also like that Joe is the one that asked, what's the real topic? Hey, did you match?
As he's doing a sick lead up too.
Let's talk about Puff Daddy. Let's talk about Sean Combs.
I heard that he makes guys have sex with him.
Let's everybody put out on the table everything that you've heard.
Yeah, I've heard that.
I've heard nothing. Is this a recent news topic?
Yeah, this is.
It was like
No.
a slow trickle of like
Yeah,
truths that.
It's people.
and things are still coming out.
People say Diddy's a little dark. He does like some shady stuff.
He Diddy's a lot of people.
He has his hands.
How about this? You say what you know and how long you've been knowing that for or heard that for. How about that?
I mean, I think that there were always like those really small back-ended rumors back in the day because even people like Tupac used to like talk shit on him, call him gay basically.
But I heard he was too.
But Tupac called everybody.
Yeah, that's true.
Suge Knight, I think, did the same thing basically. I think 50 Cent also like used to call out P Diddy for like being gay.
So let's say that he is gay, but did he like do? What did he do to?
Yeah,
people?
so the rumor is
Didn't he,
if
like-
you wanted to be a part of Bad Boy, you had to sleep with Diddy. And so I think everyone except Biggie.
I don't.
all the Cassie
Those
stuff?
are definitely some rumors. Okay, basically the most recent stuff that like brought a lot of this to light, and then a lot of like momentum started building up on two different things. One was his ex-girlfriend Cassie,
Okay.
who filed a lawsuit against him for alleged like abuse, even with rape. All the way to different moments where he would have like an affinity for having like male escorts at his notorious giant parties.
Okay, this part I've heard before.
Yeah, and so even with his male escorts, there would be like rumors whether he was doing stuff with them or he would sometimes or often like to get into apparently the like the director role and then make the male escort and Cassie do certain things and he would like watch or whatever the heck. So he'd like put her in these weird situations. So that was definitely one giant thing that's been coming out.
But that,
He would make
Wait,
them be like do sex like he's a porn director?
yeah.
Yeah, like all the above.
this is new information that's surfaced, or this is old information that was
That the
rumored?
lawsuit was actually
Action.
newer.
Okay, then I haven't heard.
But it got settled, right? Wasn't there like a?
Sort of ish, yeah. Or like she went quiet or something like that.
I thought he like paid her out.
Probably.
So he's a cuck? He just watches dudes bone his wife.
But that just sounds like top level rich people stuff.
He's all like, okay,
Right?
first,
And then the other one,
I
the other
want
really
Cassie
big
to
one
be a
was-
rotisserie.
The other big one is Cat Williams coming forward
Okay.
on different podcasts and stuff like that, and just like pretty much putting him on blast for everything else.
On Diddy too?
On Diddy, specifically on Diddy, because apparently like Cat even said stuff like he had been offered like $50 million from Diddy like multiple times to like stay within his like circle or like group of people.
Whoa.
Yeah, like because his party's apparently notorious where apparently
Everybody has
allegedly he like coerces like young artists or whatever to kind of like be introduced to like substance and stuff like that, which like lets people like Bieber or Usher, substance abuse type stuff, like he would get them to do different substances at his parties and like throw these ragers, but then apparently he also has hidden cameras like very Epstein style.
Wow.
To have blackmail on people.
Because I think, Usher said when he was like 15, he's been to, I think, like his fun house or whatever.
He was living there.
And he was saying that he saw some wild shit that he doesn't want to comment on, but he has seen some crazy wild shit.
Yeah, Usher did that.
And then you see videos of like Diddy, like after hearing that, then you see videos of Diddy hanging out with Bieber when he was a kid. And you're like, oh.
Bieber had apparently a 48-hour like stint at Diddy's fun house or whatever the fuck. But that's the rumor is also that's where he got addicted to substances, because that's like Bieber went down like a whole quote unquote dark era for himself, found substances and everything like that. There's even this stuff with Mace.
What's up with Mace?
I heard that. Yeah, Mace had to give up his booty to him.
No way.
What? What? Hold on.
Mace?
It's crazy because there's a lot of like.
Isn't Mace a pastor now?
Yeah, well, before he wasn't, but maybe he saw the light of God after that.
Bro, that'll make you find God.
There's also the alleged connection.
Is that for real? Like Mace said that?
The booty part or the God part? I don't think he said that.
Yeah, I don't think he.
No, but then it's alleged that he slept with Diddy to become famous.
Most people have bad stories about Diddy, I think, in this country.
But every single time everybody tries to confront Diddy, he goes,
He seems like a very
stupid.
you know, like,
Yeah. If you tell Diddy, did you diddle Mace? He goes, Yeah.
Can't stop. Won't stop.
All about the Benjamins, baby.
There's also Jamie Foxx.
Really?
what's up with Jamie Foxx?
Jamie Foxx also like was on a podcast talking about how he also used to roll with Diddy like for years back in the day, like at all his parties and stuff like that. And he would be the guy who would like be like filming stuff and be like, yo dude, this is crazy, we should make like a documentary about how badass of a playboy you are type stuff. And so he was just constantly in that circle as well. And then when he wanted, this is the crazy part because this is what Cat Williams alleged, when Jamie Foxx got hospitalized last year.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
But it was like nobody knew the reason why or anything like that. It was just like Jamie Foxx's daughter came out and was just like, oh, thankfully people responded quickly and he's recovering, whatever. Cat Williams is saying that was Diddy.
Oh shit.
That made him hospitalized?
Yeah, that hospitalized him.
Because it was kind of like nobody knew what was
What
happening.
happened? Like,
As some sort of like warning or whatever, because Jamie Foxx has been pulling away from Diddy's like camp as well, not trying to go to all of his parties and stuff, and like basically distancing himself from like that circle because of all like the fucked up weird shit.
Diddy is like a fucking mafia boss in the entertainment world.
Well, the thing about
he
the
pulled hella
Cassie,
strings.
the other thing with Cassie too is, I think in the report they talked about how P. Diddy allegedly blew up Kid Cudi's car or something like that.
Oh.
She says that he said that.
Yeah.
She's like basically
like a mafia hit move where the car blows up, like he tries to turn on the car and
after they separated, she got with Kid Cudi for a bit. So he got pissed off, and then he apparently told her that he was gonna like basically do that, and then at that same time his car fucking blew up.
That's some mafia
And
stuff.
people still
dude.
say the real reason why Tupac passed away is because of Diddy too.
Yeah, people say that.
Like,
And Biggie, right?
Yeah.
What they say about Biggie too?
Yeah.
But I thought that was Suge Knight that orchestrated it.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, she also says that there was a time that she was chilling with him, like on drugs and shit like that, and then one of his security guards comes into the room and basically interrupts their conversation. He's like, hey, yo, like Suge Knight was spotted at this one blah, 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 and apparently he like gets up, grabs all his guns and stuff, and they all head out there.
Whoa.
You know what's really smart about Diddy is like, he does a great job of being so disbelieving that he's a gangster. Like Suge Knight, everyone's like, oh yeah, he's a fucking gangster, right? But then when you think Diddy, you're like,
Entrepreneur.
Yeah.
he's not a, he's just a funny, goofy entrepreneur. Like, you know, he's
Funny,
he's a pretty boy, and you don't think of him as like
He's kind of low key.
a violent, sinister mastermind.
He also was like, I think like he seems like a long game guy.
Yeah.
Like if you really follow his career.
Yeah.
Because wasn't he one of the first people to really get other rappers to like think investment and think
Yeah.
like business and it's pretty yeah. He's like more admirable in a way.
Which is why a lot of like young people will always want to like kind of be around him for that mentorship, and they're thinking that he's like kind of a pathway to success.
But if you think about it, you couldn't be a weak guy in hip hop during his era.
You can't be a weak guy in entrepreneurship at all.
Well, yeah, in general, like at his specific time, I'm talking about how gangster rap was at the peak, right? So he had to be a gangster himself to survive amongst a room of sharks, but then no one saw that imagery of P. Diddy being a tough guy.
Well, yeah, his imagery was that he was just rich as fuck.
Yeah.
Remember that? It was all like floss.
I've always just seen him as like I know he's a musician and rapper and all that stuff, but I always seen him more as like a business guy, like, more than anything else, you know.
But you never saw him as like a sharp or like a scary, intimidating mastermind.
But it kind of makes sense about like these powerful guys that move like that. It's like they kind of want to be a little more low key.
So you think somebody's in his ear? Like he's got people around him? That...
No, I don't think so. I think that's how he moves. It sounds like he's just very.
I mean, isn't that more dangerous to be like the gangster in the shadows? You know what I'm saying? Like
it is, yeah.
And the crazy thing is when you actually think about, because people are now saying that it's very like Epstein-esque, right? Like we're like, oh yeah, you know, like oh he's just Usher was just like 14, blah blah blah, or fucking Bieber is like 15. Like they're just children.
Yeah.
They're like in the same vocabulary you would be able to say these are underage people. A lot of claims say that there's underage boys and underage girls. They always say underage women. They're always like, oh, underage women are there, but it's like, isn't that just a girl?
Oh yeah.
Well, and they also say too, like.
Why do they say underage women? That's not the definition. It's girl and woman.
Yeah, why, Anthony?
That's so stupid.
That's what I'm saying. Like
It's boys and girls.
reports are always talking about like underage, like maybe it's all the rappers that are saying it, like that there's underage women at the party. Maybe because they're not trying to be an accomplice to the fact that they were there as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like they're trying to use or that's what rappers do, right?
Fucking preschool at Diddy's house.
That whole entertainment world is really messy, cause like
Especially music too.
Cause like, as notorious as he already was in like the people that knew, like you know, there's like public information and industry information. So as his name was already a certain way in the industry, but the children or whatever that wanted that ended up going there, they actually want to go there too, because they're also clout chasing. They want to make it an entertainment. And then sometimes like we watching like the R. Kelly documentary, like the parents will drop the 15-year-old off at the house. Hopefully that after whatever activities he signs her. Yeah. It's just a crazy fucking
it's a wild game.
time.
Dirty game.
You're saying like it's like it's everybody coming together to be in this weird
ecosystem is weird because it's not like
so you're not justifying it because the kids are willing to go. It's more like there's also corroborators on their family sides letting them go and bringing them go.
Yeah, because it's not like 100%, you know, innocent, 100% guilty, 100% victim, whatever. It's just like that whole ecosystem has been very nasty for a long time.
A lot of it's naivety. Yeah.
He's really good at, I think, like control, man.
You know what it reminds me of? It's like that story Hansel and Gretel, right? You got a gingerbread house and these kids come up and they're like, ooh, a whole house made out of gingerbread, and they just start fucking eating that shit. And before you know it, the witch is like,
Is that how that story ends?
Yeah,
They just get.
no, they fucking throw her in the oven and kill her.
Wait,
Wait, which version though? Which version?
Not the nice kid one, like the real.
The OG
the
one?
original
Yeah,
one,
yeah,
the
yeah.
original one,
But
okay.
the one I like is the one where
Because all the fairy tales actually
kids
are
die.
like dark stories, right?
Yeah.
to teach kids.
Yeah.
There was this one, I forgot what rapper was telling this story on like Vlad TV or something about Diddy a long time ago, and how like he was thinking in this entrepreneurial way that like none of them were, and like he would come to a party or a table or something, and they would just think that he's there to hang, and it's like really cool, like wow, Diddy like came to hang with us, but really it's just his liquor or whatever. He just wanted to put it in the shot.
Ciroc.
Yeah. So then they would realize like way later, you know, because they're thinking on just a different level, and then they realize that everything he did is a calculated marketing move.
meditative, yeah.
And then before you know it, like his product is on top, making more money than than anything that they're making as artists.
And I'm the
just like,
dumbass that's like, that's Diddy, hey!
Exactly, yeah.
Can I take a picture? And then we're like, we're hanging out.
Yeah. So
He goes, hold this bottle.
Dude, Ciroc, that was like the hottest shit for a while.
But then, like, to entrepreneurs, like, that's a very common sense thing to do that. But then to, like, regular people or people who are specialized in something else, they're not seeing that. And I think, like, he's just always been like that. He's always been, like, thinking at a different level of, he's not just, like, a rapper that got rich as it looks from the outside, you know?
My most memorable moment of Diddy is, remember back in the day, there was, like, MTV Cribs or whatever? His was, he said that after he takes a shower, he likes to air dry. And I was like, how long does that take?
he just wants to walk around.
He just runs.
He doesn't
around.
like a
He
towel.
just stands there and he just waits till it dries. And I was like, aren't you busy though?
Maybe the air is different in his house.
Yeah, maybe, but I was
Also
like,
pretty sure half those people were just saying bullshit.
yeah.
talking out
Now
his
you think
fucking
about it, I'm like, that's because you wanted to throw me off your scent of being a fucking mastermind.
Seriously.
You got me all caught up thinking about how you air dry, or maybe picturing his naked body all succulent air drying so you could fucking groom me later.
I liked his making a band. Remember making a band?
Yeah,
How
Making
he
a
had
Band.
And
Yeah.
then Dave Chappelle did a parody of it with the same cast.
He used to rip on him all the time. He used to play P. Diddy in all his skits and just make him look like a fucking wild man.
Dude, like, imagine that power play and like that type of thing. It's like it's funny because I never put the Epstein and Diddy like thing together.
Yeah.
Until like I saw like
It's all power plays.
Yeah, but like the same idea of like you're at that kind of echelon, so people are trying to like get into your circle because you have that type of influence. They come to you, these young rappers and singers and whatever, and then he gets them into these private parties that are legendary with all these other celebrities, and then he secretly gets them on camera doing drugs and or sexually explicit things and basically locks them in his favor. At a young age, before they're anybody who's both smart enough or powerful enough.
Kind of genius, right? In a really dark way.
Yeah.
He's like the ultimate catfish.
Evil genius.
He gets you to jack off on webcam and goes, I'm gonna tell your parents if you don't pay me.
But I'm also sure that, like, you know, he's not the only one doing this shit too.
No, that's the thing is like
It's the business of like the
nobody we've ever heard of doing this was the inventor of it. It's just like a thing that happens. Like, especially, it's weirder too that like the power dynamic combined with money at the same time. Plus, everyone thinks you're cool. Like the pressure must be insane.
It even happens on the legal scale, like the whole like power dynamic thing. One of our friends is an actor, and his kids are old enough to start acting too. He goes, "Oh, maybe I'll put him in. It'd be really cool to like start him young." And I think, you know, like kids are moody or whatever, and they have to shoot a scene. And as soon as the kid was like kind of like pouty and he doesn't really want to do it anymore or whatever, you know, like the whole production said it's fucking, I don't know, $100,000 a day to shoot that thing.
Yeah.
Fucking AD comes in. What do you want, kid? You want a fucking puppy? We'll get you a puppy.
They got a puppy on standby?
Fucking bring a puppy in. The kid fucking, of course, blows up, is all happy. Okay, is willing to do whatever. But now the parent is like, okay, when I go home and I need this motherfucker to do the dishes, then what the fuck, right? I'm gonna have to buy a puppy every single time.
That's why I heard child actors are
Yeah,
fucked.
like the power dynamic is insane in that world because you're trying to produce the best art and you want to like you have all this money invested.
Yeah, you got time to fucking wait for a kid's tantrum?
Also, I think child actors nowadays are a little bit more mature. I don't think all of them are like that.
No. But it's just the amount of power plays that people are down to move. Like,
Sure.
you don't feel good?
Yeah.
Here's a Corvette. Can you do the next scene?
Okay, maybe.
And now your whole
Alright.
now your whole world is fucking crazy.
Yeah,
Even I
that's
mean, it
true.
fucks adults up because of how you go on set and they cater to you.
You ever hear 50 Cent's story about P. Diddy? He's on a. It's
I love
it's
his.
the funniest.
His are
fucking
the
thing.
best.
He goes. P. Diddy comes up to me. He's like, "Hey man, we should hang out." And he's like, "Yeah, cool." He's like maybe I'll take you to go shopping. And he's like, "What?"
He's like, I ain't gay.
He's like, "What the fuck? You're taking me to go shopping? Like this is what you do with
That is
your
funny,
guy
right?
friends? Like what the fuck is this?" Like his reaction alone and the way he just shits on Diddy, you're like, "Oh, dude, 50 Cent." He has a vendetta against him. I think he's like trying to do a documentary on Diddy.
I wait for his
Diddy's the
Instagram
best,
where he
bro.
talks shit on people he hates. It's
He's one of the most realest dudes I feel
No,
like.
for real though, because
Yeah.
you think about talk about a guy who probably did it right. It was probably 50, right?
Yeah, I mean, the guy's
his
also been
business-
like shot hella times, so he's like, fuck it.
yeah.
Like,
That story is crazy.
I also like his loyalty because they'll be like, you know, like what if people came out about something about M or whatever? He goes, I don't give a fuck because I wouldn't be here without him. So I don't give a fuck if he's wrong. I'm riding with him till the end. I'm like, damn, it's fine.
that's a liar.
He's the man, bro. Be like 50, not like Diddy, you know?
bars.
He had so many mixtapes.
I wonder where Diddy learned that from, because I've heard that before, like with like really rich people in power. That is a thing. They go like, I'll take you shopping, but it's not. Like I heard
more of a power move, huh? Like I pay for your shit.
Because I remember that someone did that with D-Trix. He told me the story about this dude, and the guy was like, as a thing, a social thing, like we're gonna go Rolex shopping.
Man, ain't nobody take me Rolex shopping.
But then it's like that's such a not normal thing to say. But in that level, that is a normal.
If
Level.
someone tells me that, that's like, hey, let's go to the store together, buy watches ourselves. That's what it sounds like to me.
But I think that is kind of what it is. It's like we're gonna go shopping for watches, and I'm gonna advise you on the classy watch as a man to have. It's like weird.
And then, but he also buys it for you, right?
Yeah,
And he
so
dangles it later.
D-Trix had to pay for it.
DJ paid for it?
I think so. I think Dunn bought it. But then the thing is,
we go to the gun store together, or we go to like.
but it's like a
REI.
social. I think like to us it sounds weird because we're just not. But then I think that's like a normal thing in some level of society.
But also never go like, can I take you somewhere?
Yeah.
It's like you want to go together.
That's like a date.
No, but yeah,
It depends on like if there's a community based around it, because like Rolex has a huge community based around it.
Or it just does seem like kind of very classic, like almost gentleman like grooming, right? It's like you see a scene in like the Kingsman movies where it's like, I'm gonna go take you to go get your suit, and then the guy gets educated on what it means to be a man. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
just so you get guns. Though. That's like a different thing.
I just heard that like several times about in that world. I wonder if that's like a thing that gets passed down.
How come
like
he didn't
assumption.
say, I ain't your sugar baby?
I do not mind somebody coming into my life and being like, I will take you here.
That's the thing right there is that most of the time when someone's more powerful or richer than you and they suggest something, you're more prone to just go with it.
Fuck yeah!
You haven't tasted that life before, so you're like, oh, I'm down to be naive to this moment because it seems glorious.
But you don't know before you know it, you're now indebted in a weird way that you didn't realize.
That's why you never take the offer, dude.
Yeah.
No, you take the offer.
you never take the offer.
You take the offer, and then you just get your butthole nice and wet.
Nah, dude, you can't do that.
What?